Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the run, it's Peoples. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal, and listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. The throw, snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs at Temby. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Throwing right. It's caught. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense. Ready? Ohio State 7, Indiana 0.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The option look. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Here's a heat. Dangerous screen into traffic. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Zings it complete to the right. It's a running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hemby. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because...
Picked off! What a play to set him up!
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Might be calling a hot route. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, and defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. To the air, it's Mendoza. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Turning it on. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the option. The pitch. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And that offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 17 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Hemby. Hits a seam wide open. Oh, the ball squirts out. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's got him this time.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He wants to throw it again. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going right to work up top. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The give as they work on that clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. This time it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead. It's 4th down, but they just go out and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing... right now.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And what is this? They're setting up to punt on 1st down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hemby. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Complete downfield. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the ground, he's got it again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Indiana.
in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you